Hey friends, have you ever wondered what boondocking is?
Well, in this video, we're going to share with you 5 ways to help you go from boondocking rookie
To a boondocking expert, so stay tuned. Hey, and welcome back to Mountain Beaches. I'm Norm.
and I'm Kim, and we're living our dream to discover new adventures.
We are, because tomorrow is never promised, so we're living for today.
We are. You've heard it before.
You've heard it before.
So we're going to share some fun things with you today.
Yeah, like what in the heck is boondocking? That's probably what a lot of you are wanting to know right now.
Well, a lot of people have different opinions of what just boondocking is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so we're going to give you our opinion.
Our definition of boondocking.
Yep. So my opinion or definition of boondocking is that you have 0 hookups.
Right.
And you're not paying for your site.
Exactly. So you're in a free campsite. You have no hookups of any kind, no water, no electricity, no sewer connection, and you're out in nature usually. So,
And you're usually fairly remote.
yes,
Doesn't always have to be.
That's what our
Yeah.
style is. We like to be
As remote as possible.
Right? We're not very remote in this site we're at today, but we thought we'd share it with you and share our thoughts on boondocking. All right, tip number 1. How do you go about finding these awesome boondocking locations?
We're in a great one right now, but it can be a bit of a challenge.
It really can be, but if you have the right tools, it's really not that daunting, and you can come up with some amazing spots.
You just have to do some planning. So part of our planning has been looking at some of these awesome apps that are available now. There's Campendium, there's AllStays, there's Bugs.
Freecamping.net is a great resource. That's one of the ones I like the best, I think, along with Campendium. And the reason I like it is because it'll give you reviews, it'll give you information as to whether there's cell service, and particularly what type of cell service, AT&T or Verizon. What else does it give you?
I don't know what else that one gives you.
Sometimes photographs.
One of my favorite, very favorite options is by watching other YouTubers, because it's almost like getting a personalized recommendation.
And tour.
And tour. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
So the road just gets sketchier and sketchier, and there's all sorts of rocks on the road. So we're going to back up. There's a spot I can turn around. Right?
But that's one of my very favorite ways to look for boondocking spots.
Yeah, that's a great way. So another thing you can use after you've kind of scouted out an area is Google Maps. And if you have a GPS coordinate, go to Google Maps and zoom down in to the area you want to go to and take a look at the road in, take a look at what the terrain looks like, what the potential campsites are. Lots of times these campsites are just a spot that has been cleared out, and you just pull your rig down into them. So it's kind of like a turnout, but they're obvious sites.
Another thing we found when we were kind of having our first fail is we needed to look at elevation.
Yes, great point, elevation. And we'll probably cover that a little bit more in another tip where we talk about safety. Go to the National Forest Service or the BLM websites. They'll give you lots of information on what's available in a particular location as well. So those are other resources you might choose to use.
Yep. I think that it's important that you use more than one source.
Absolutely.
You know, because you can go from one to the other and you might find a really good, what you think is a good option in one site, and then you find it in another, and maybe it doesn't have as good reviews, or maybe you find out more information than the other site has for you. So I think it's important to take your time to plan ahead and to utilize all these great apps, everything that's out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Utilize the resources. We're going to put links below to all of them that we know of. And in the comment section below, tell us the ones that you use to find amazing boondocking locations so we can go to those.
We can go to those, yes.
Yeah. Tip number 2. Now that you found a great location, what next?
What is next?
Well, so first off, you've done your research and you've found a location you want to maybe go to. So now you head down and you find that spot, but there are some things you need to keep in mind. Always stay on the marked roads. Don't go off into
uncharted territories.
Yes. Stop at a site that is an obvious campsite. It's opened up. It probably even has a fire ring.
Typically has a fire ring.
Yeah.
Yep. And remember to take care of the area that you're in.
Pack it in, pack it out.
Leave it better than you found it. All right, number 3, obey the rules, written and unwritten.
Yep, there are both. And the main written rule is the length of time that you can camp in a dispersed or boondocking location. And oftentimes it's 14 days, which is a pretty long time.
Well, sometimes it's 14 days, sometimes it's 16, sometimes it's less than that. So you need to know the rules for your area.
And you can find that out on the National Forest Service website. You can go and find the forest that you're wanting to go to. You can call and somebody will answer the phone and you can ask them a question. Lots of times there's posters that are up on a wall somewhere where you're coming in and it'll give you information. Sometimes not though.
Yep.
But
what other rules do we
just
need to
follow the rule. That's the main rule, besides pack in, pack out.
Join me in here. Number 4. What's number 4?
Number 4, be courteous to those around you.
And so some of those unwritten rules are, don't run your generator day in and day out, all day, all night.
Yeah, let people enjoy nature. Don't have your stereo going really loud. If you're coming in, don't park right next to somebody else. Give them their space.
Yep. What are some of the do's instead of the don't?
Have fun.
Yep.
Have fun and enjoy nature. Those are some of the do's.
Absolutely.
There's another one that's a don't. Sorry if we're giving too many don'ts, but that's what rules are, I guess. And this one is my pet peeve. Don't be that guy that comes in on a Monday morning or a Sunday afternoon, throws up a small little tent in a spot and then leaves. Or pulls his trailer in and then leaves and doesn't come back until Friday night after work, and you've got the space tied up.
Can you tell this bug
It's a pet peeve. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. Yep.
If you're not going to be in the site, don't take it. If you are, great, use it, utilize it. But if not, let others take advantage of it. There's only so many spots. All right, here we are, number 5.
Yay! Safety and be prepared.
Yeah, something maybe isn't often thought of. You're just excited to go, so you hop in the rig and off you go, but safety is very important. Take a look at the weather forecast. Are you going to get to a spot that is a dirt road going in and then maybe it's going to rain and now you can't get out? Or is there going to be big thunderstorms in the area and you're not prepared for that?
Right. What happens if you get hurt while you're out and you're out in the boondocks? You know, what does your emergency kit look like? Do you know how to do a quick suture? Do you know how to wrap something? Do you know how to splint a brake?
I know how to put a Band-Aid on.
That's what you've got me for.
Yep, that's what I got her for. But safety,
yes.
You know, have a way of communicating. If you're not going to be in cell phone service, let people know where you're going to be and when you're going to be back home.
Another thing that we came across that if you've been watching, I need to learn to drive the rig.
Yes.
That's a huge safety thing.
That's a huge thing.
Now I've driven a Suburban and a 3-horse trailer, bumper pull trailer, so I feel like I really could if I had to, but I need to practice. I've never driven this truck and trailer, and I need to get some practice in.
I feel a future video coming on of Kim learning how to drive the fifth wheel and pulling that baby.
Yep.
And backing it up.
Backing it up, and I'm going to do great.
So another thing about safety, if you're going someplace, be aware of what the wildlife is like.
Yes.
Are there bears in the area? Are there rattlesnakes? Just know so that you can be cautious of those.
Yep. What's the flora and fauna? Are you in an area that's got poison oak, poison ivy? You're extremely allergic to that. And
Yeah.
he has an eagle eye for it, so he doesn't usually cross paths.
Yep.
But, you know, be aware, be informed, and have fun.
Most of all, have fun and enjoy boondocking.
Yes. Alrighty, so there you have it.
Yep, with following these simple steps, you too can become a boondocking expert. It's not hard.
Go out there and do it. Have some fun.
We'll see you in the mountains.